Hi, welcome to Polyphonic Press. I'm Jeremy Boyd, and today I'm going to be reviewing the new album by Rich Robinson entitled The Ceaseless Sight. Here we go. So Rich Robinson is perhaps best known as the guitarist and younger brother in the band The Black Crowes. Chris Robinson was the charismatic lead singer, and Rich Robinson kind of hung back a little bit and was a little more quiet, shy, and sort of seemed a little uncomfortable on stage. But what he lacked in stage presence, he more than made up for in his ability as a guitar player. As time went on, he seemed more comfortable on stage, and by the time The Black Crowes split up in 2002, he was sort of forced into the spotlight with his first solo album. Since then, he reunited with the Crowes, released 2 more solo albums, and it's pretty safe to say that he's found his own spot in the sun. And this album starts off with the song I Know You, and it sort of lays back a little bit. It sort of has an extended intro and sort of really lays down the groove before the vocals start. I know that Rich Robinson doesn't like to rush through a song. I know that he likes to sort of let it hang back and let the song breathe a little bit before the vocals really start. And one thing I did notice right away is the way he's writing he's really improved as a songwriter from the last solo album to this album. In The Black Crowes, Rich mainly focused on the music, and Chris sort of took care of the lyrics. And between his first solo album, his second one, and now this one, you can definitely see the progress that he's made as a lyricist. And I think this time he's definitely got something to say, and he's a little more practiced at writing, approaching the song as a whole as opposed to just the music. The song One Road Hill is an interesting song. It sort of uses a dulcimer as the main instrument, which definitely is not something that Rich Robinson has shied away from. It's actually kind of something that he's adopted over the last couple years. Other than improving as a songwriter, he's definitely improved as a singer as well, and this song is definitely a really good example of that. He's sort of taking on more of a melodic approach, and sort of instead of talking his way through a song, sort of almost singing, he's definitely improved his voice, and by taking vocal lessons and sort of conditioning his voice as a singer rather than just a backup singer or someone who sings sometimes. I think this is probably my favorite song on the album because the chorus is so catchy, and sort of the bridge really breaks down and really kind of builds back up, and it's just one of those songs that, you know, lifts your spirits if you're feeling bad and just makes you feel good. The song I Have a Feeling is definitely a throwback to the Black Crowes around Amorica. It's a lot more bluesy than the rest of the songs on this album, and like most of these songs, the intro lasts quite a while. It lasts about 45 seconds, and that's definitely something that Rich Robinson has sort of become known for, is these extended intros, like I said before. But it sort of doesn't feel like it's boring or like it's repetitive or really like it's lasting too long. It's sort of like a train that's building momentum as it leaves the station. This song is a little more laid back, a little bit more of a ballad, but it still maintains that bluesy sensibility, and I can definitely see Chris Robinson sort of what he would do with the vocals and maybe what he would do with the lyrics, and I can definitely see this being on the next Black Crowes album or something like that. The song I Remember is definitely another close contender as a favorite of mine on this album. It really is sort of a song that creates these really great sort of wall of sound with the way the guitar and the organ sort of blend together. This is another song that kind of just lifts you up and makes you feel good. It's a song about nostalgia, but it's sort of looking to the future at the same time, and it's just sort of something that, I don't know, kind of puts you in a positive mood and kind of makes you feel good. One thing that Rich Robinson is really great at is coming up with guitar parts that really fit into songs really well, because after all, he's a guitar player first and foremost and a songwriter second. And so definitely the guitar is going to be the main focus of each song, and sort of that's going to be, he's going to choose lines that are going to fit the song and sort of fit this theme of the song and sort of blend in with the mood of the lyrics, and that's definitely what the guitar solo on this song represents. The album ends with an instrumental song called Obscure the Day, and initially I had mixed feelings about this because I think Rich Robinson was really coming into his own as a lyricist and really creating some really great lyrics and some poignant things and sort of having something to say. But at the same time, it kind of makes sense because he's always sort of focused on the music and let someone else take care of the lyrics. And so when he has a song that comes up that maybe he can't quite get any lyrics that would fit it, or can't come up with anything, he sort of realizes that maybe it's a song that doesn't need lyrics and it works better as an instrumental. I also really like the combination of the drum and the tambourine. It gives it a bit of a psychedelic sort of vibe, and it really just kind of wraps the album up nicely. I really kind of thought that everything was sort of wrapped up and sort of gave it a clear ending point, and really just at the 12 songs, it really was became a full album at that point. The production on this album is pretty tight. There's not a lot of reverb or anything like that. It really feels like an album from the mid-70s in that respect. And I think because of that, the songs kind of feel a little more intimate. It doesn't really feel distant. It kind of feels like you're in the same room as the musicians playing the song. As I've said before, Rich Robinson has really come into his own as a songwriter. You know, he's definitely improving as a lyricist and a singer, and I think if he were to go back to the Black Crowes, he could definitely have a lot more input for the lyrics. But I think as far as his solo records go, this is definitely the one that feels most comfortable, and there really isn't a weak moment here. So I'm going to give this album a 9 out of 10. I really like this. So anyway, that's what I thought about the album. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Be sure to subscribe so you know when I post new videos. And you can check us out on Twitter and Facebook. You can help us out on Patreon. I want to thank Jerry Banfield for helping us out. All those links are in the description, as well as the website, polyphonicpress.net. And I guess that's about it. I'm Jeremy Boyd. Take it easy.